Hi YouTube, it's me again, Robert Holloway, and in this video I'd like to talk more about this psychological thing called the Barnum Effect. Now, those who don't know what the Barnum Effect is, it was coined by I think it was an author named Paul M. I forgot his last name. But he coined this word meaning something that can relate easily to other people, that other people have classified as their own true personality traits. Now this has been used to debunk astrology. And now it looks like it may be used to debunk the typology or MBTI. And there's a reason why this song is playing in the background. It's a movie called The Greatest Showman. There's a reason why I'm playing this, but I'm going to turn it off right now because it's okay. The reason why I've had to play that because it's relating to that movie. It's a wonderful movie. I recommend it to everybody. It's just so beautiful. The music behind. Oh, what the hell? I swear you gotta love technology nowadays. Oh, am I hitting the wrong button? Oh, there it is. Okay, back to the subject. Now, with astrology, there are many aspects that has been overlooked, which is kind of funny because we're talking about astrology. How do you overlook the heavens? But there are many things that are overlooked with astrology. Like I said, if you're a true astrologer, you know that you're not just one zodiac sign. Now I'm going to use my natal chart, which is the chart that was constructed the moment of my birth. Because I'm going to use my natal chart because I know it a lot. I know it by heart. I am a solar Gemini. I was born when the sun was transiting through the sign of Gemini. But when I look into my horoscopes, I don't just look at Gemini. If I want to know more about my business negotiations or where I'm likely to take more actions in when it comes to business, then I would look into Jupiter, my Jupiter sign, which is Leo. I would look into my Saturn sign, which is Virgo, also my rising sign. I would look into, depending on what kind of business it is. Like for example, if I had a business with doing hair design, which you can tell I'm not very good at having that because my hair looks like I don't know. It looks better than Trump. Let's just keep it at that. But let's say I own a hair salon. Then I would look up my Venus sign, which is Taurus. I would see where Venus is at now, which is called the modern chart, or the forecasting, and I would see how is that relating to my Venus in Taurus, or my Jupiter in Leo, or my Saturn in Virgo, and I would look into every little detail that there is, and believe me, there is a lot. Now, with the MBTI or typology, I rather call it typology. You basically take a test. I think it's like 100 questions. Well, they're not really questions. They're more like statements, and you have to pick whether it describes you or kind of describes you or does not describe you at all. That I'm trying to figure out too, because there's something tricky about that. I would say that was more of a Barnum effect. Now, Barnum, he would test people's personalities and see where they are capable. Their personalities are located. Now he wasn't. I don't think he wasn't really into the MBTI or astrology. It was called the Barnum Effect because of how vague certain statements can be that makes it relatable for others to strongly agree that that's what they are. It's like when you hear a song and this song reminds you of certain people or even yourself, they would say that's a Barnum effect. Because the singers and the lyric writers, they weren't thinking about you when they were making the song. So how can they relate? Now the thing is, patterns go rather up or down, or they flow out like waves. Okay, and eventually, like, it'll go up and it'll go down and then back up. The moment that line was there, as opposed to the one that's right here, it's the same line, but it's in a different location. People can relate to events, to others, because of this Barnum effect. And the same can apply to astrology too, when it comes to personalities, relationship, or forecasting. Basically, those three principles, those three aspects. Astrology have not ha, it have existed for so long that I don't think it'll ever disappear. But those who trying to debunk it thinks that this Burnham effect thing can denounce it, not realizing that it can relate to everybody. It's relatable, so to speak. So to say that it's not true because it basically relates to groups of people, and in a way I can understand how it could bring on like prejudice, because then you tell a non-professional astrology, hey, I'm an Aries, and they automatically think you're some kind of bully. But it's not like that. A professional astrologer would be, okay, where is your Mars sign? Because guess who rules Aries? Mars. So the first thing they look is your ego, which represents your sun. Now, my sun is in Gemini. So the ruler of Gemini is Mercury. So I have to look at where Mercury is at too. And that just intensifies my sun. My ego is based on how I communicate to others, like I'm doing right now through YouTube. Even though I'm an INFJ, it's still, I find communication as the more valuable aspect to my ego. It's just you have to study more about it. You can't just take it by face value and say, well, this is your horoscope for this, because I will admit there are some horoscopes out there that is based on sun signs alone, and it goes way beyond that. It seriously does. So, thank you for watching my videos, and have a good life. Bye.